Sarah from The Upcoming. A real pleasure to chat to you today. Thanks so much for taking the time.
Of course, no, thank you.
I mean, for people who haven't seen The Luckiest Man in America just yet, what can they expect going into this quite unique, quirky film?
A fun thriller 90-minute movie.
Obviously, I guess people in the UK might not be familiar. People in the US might be if they lived through this period back in 1984. What was it about this character, Michael Larson, this win he had on this theme show, this TV show, that inspired you to make you want to make a movie about it?
It was really, when I saw the clip, the things that he was hiding from the facade that he was putting on. When I saw it and I saw him play and win and win and win and win, I was like, okay, there's something going on. And then when I understood what he was doing and the pressure that he had, and the way that he had to execute was extraordinary. And just understanding that the guy had prepared for so long, for 6 months, memorizing these patterns before showing up to the big day and then actually pulling it off, was something that I thought was worthy of a movie.
I just had the pleasure of speaking to Paul about taking on the character of Michael.
Oh, great.
Of course, he has form on playing real life characters, on playing kind of these slightly messy underdog types. Was he someone you had in mind even at the beginning stages of putting the film together?
Definitely. Yeah. He was in the initial list. We were looking for people that obviously came from comedy but had like drama chops. And because it is such a crazy thing what happened, and it is funny, like it gives you a little bit of like a funny laughter whenever he's doing what he's doing. And we wanted somebody that had that element of extraordinary. So yeah, we had thought of somebody that came from comedy, and then at the time Blackbird came out, and we saw him play some very dramatic role, and we were like, okay, this guy can definitely do it. And it was amazing to work with him.
And I guess working with him on crafting the character, because I think even as the audience, probably like the audience back then, you're just sort of not sure, should we be rooting for this guy? You know, that he's got this sort of slightly tragic backstory, there's slight desperation to him. Yet ultimately he is gaming the system, you know, and is it kind of the little guy going out against the man, or is it something, you know, a bit more sinister? So was it something, you know, that you worked on together to kind of capture the nuance of all of that?
Of course, yeah, that's exactly what you described, where we wanted to be, the gray area of not knowing if we should root for him or not, or feel for him. And that was the intention all along. We knew that the original, the real Michael, had a little bit of a difficult romantic life, and his work life was also a little bit of a mess. So we knew that this guy was somebody that was not the ideal citizen, but he had a dream. And that's I think something that everyone can connect to. That was exactly the gray area where we wanted to be, and we spoke about how we were going to peel layers like an onion, in which we were going to see him, and then as the movie progresses, we were peeling layers until we reach his emotional core.
And of course, the way it's shot is also integral to the atmosphere that you create, you know. And there's something about this sort of labyrinth, like the set, you know, even as Maisie Williams' character is taking us in there. And it feels like we're often going to go somewhere a bit surreal, or is this something magical, or is it something a bit sinister? So it was kind of creating that set, you know, how retro it is, but also the claustrophobia of it, really crucial to the way you wanted the audience to feel.
Exactly. Yeah. So game shows were in the 80s especially were just like such a beautiful like visual appealing thing. So we just wanted to lean hard on the lights and the colors and all the like extravagance and the spectacle that comes with it. So yeah, we leaned hard on that. And then yeah, exactly what you were saying, we wanted it to feel like a place that he goes in on a mission, and then he has a bunch of little obstacles that he has to go through in order to pull it off, and he kind of descends into this really crazy, colorful world only to come out as a winner. So we wanted it to be a little bit of a maze, yeah.
What an incredible fellow cast as well that you assembled with Walton Goggins, even Johnny Knoxville, of course, Haley Bennett. How did you get all these people together? What was it like having them all in one place?
Incredible. We were very lucky because we were a very independent production, so we were able to shoot during the actor strike a couple summers ago, 2023. That allowed us to, just basically be one of the only productions that were out shooting, and everyone wanted to work. So a lot of them read the script and they responded, and everyone just came down. We shot it in Bogota, in Colombia, and it was amazing just to have everyone there. When we had big scenes where everyone was in the scene, it was just like such a pleasure to watch them do their thing, and I felt like I was the luckiest man in America.
And in terms of a takeaway from the movie, I mean, I guess it does have this kind of comedic tone to it, but there's something else often kind of simmering underneath. You know, there's a kind of a satire of the whole idea of kind of the entertainment industry, which, you know, perhaps if we pulled it in the contemporary world, you know, the idea of wanting to perhaps be famous on social media. So you're craving connection with others, like he wants to connect over breakfast with his family, but he's doing it through a TV screen, which is a bit sort of a contradictory thing to do. So is there some kind of commentary going on in there too?
Yeah, it was a little bit of what we spoke about was that we wanted to go for like the synthesis of the American dream. Like everyone here just believes that one day everything is going to change for them. It can be the lottery, or it can be a game show, or it can be becoming famous for 15 minutes. So yeah, that was the very beginning of going viral back in the day. So that was definitely something that we discussed. Yeah, he promises that he will become something big for his family, and he gets it. He gets in that television, but it might be a little bit too late. I don't want to spoil too much, but yeah, we spoke about that.
And just very quickly, do you know what we're going to work on next after this? Have we got another project in the pipeline?
Yeah, yeah, I really like thriller, boiling pot type movies. So it's going to be similar in genre, but it will be about a reggaeton artist who takes over a hotel.
Wow, love
Yeah,
that. What a concept.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
well, thanks so much for sharing all that with me. Congrats on the movie. Can't wait for everyone else to see it. And of course, best of luck with your future projects too.
Thank you, Sarah.
Nice to chat to you. Thank you.